Okay, now we're going to be working with the 4 types of conflict, activity 1, and you are going to cut all the pieces out. Don't forget to cut out the label right here, types of conflict. You'll glue that right here to the top of the page, and you'll put the page number. It's page number 2. You'll need to refer to your notes with this one as well for the notes that you're going to need to write inside. It also tells you on Edmodo what their color coding should be. And this is what it's going to look like when you put it together. I'd like for the internal conflict to be on top. And I find it's easier to go ahead and color it if you color it before you cut it out. And if you'll notice what I did, I used the color coding for the inside triangles. Then for the internal conflict, I have it highlighted yellow, and then the external conflicts are all orange, just to show that internal is one type of conflict, external is the other, and then there are conflicts that go with each one. So first for the internal conflict, and this is the one that's man versus himself. So that's when he has a decision to make, so it has the brain, or some kind of choice where he has to, it involves either what he's thinking about or a heart decision, an emotional decision that's he's in a struggle with. What I would do first is kind of bend this back right here at the line, and then remember just do dots, and I would do small dots. And we're going to want this one right here on the line. So I would put the tip of this one on the pink line and then line it up with that blue line right there. That gives you a good guide. I would go ahead and do whichever one you're going to put on the side. I'm doing external man versus society. So this is the picture of the man versus other people. So that means he has some kind of struggle because he's different than other people. He wants to do something that's outside the social norms, and so he's in conflict with the people around him as a whole. So I'm going to bend this one back just a little bit, then straighten it back out again. I'm going to put my dots of blue. I'm going to put it right here on this pink line and do it that way. Hold one end while I straighten the other out. Press it down pretty well. My next conflict, my next external conflict, it's man versus nature, and this one is the color code green. So that could be he's in conflict with whether there's a flood or there's a fire or something that some force of nature, tornado, something that is causing conflict for him, or it could be versus animal. Maybe he's in the wild and there's a bear chasing him. Touching Spirit Bear is a novel that's a good example of that. So I'm going to put it back right like this, so that the sides, notice how I've got all the sides touching on the inside. All right, and finally, external conflict, man versus man, and this is one where there is some kind of an argument or altercation. It could be even a child versus his parents. Maybe there's something that he wants to do that they won't let him. Could be a conflict school. Could be the bullying. They're all kind of different things that this could be. Okay, so I've got that done. I'm going to use my pen right here. I think I'm going to do my orange for the external and kind of do a little bit of outlining right here so that when we pull it up, we've got the orange, and that'll kind of give you a way whenever you're writing your notes. It'll give you a guide as far as how to where to write the words so that they don't go out of the lines. The notes that you're going to need to use are in Edmodo, and this will be a good way to keep the guidelines. All right, so our first is internal, and it is a struggle between a character and his feelings, conscious or fear. Okay, so that one is right underneath that fold, and you're going to do the same thing with all the notes that I have on Edmodo. For man versus man, it's a struggle, mental or physical, between two characters. Man versus nature is a struggle between a character and Mother Nature. It could be weather, animals, insects, sickness, epidemics. Get as much of that in there. You're going to have to write some of these pretty small. And then for man versus man is the struggle that's mental, physical between two characters. And then man versus society is, this one is a struggle between a character and the laws or beliefs of a group. It could involve poverty, politics, social norms, expectations, or values. And all these notes are going to be inside your, on the Edmodo, on the notes. And so that's what you need to do. So get your notes for these from there, and you'll have your foldable for your types of conflict. Thank you.